Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. This is teamfortress.tv. I am eXtine, and well, we have some RGL invite. Week 3B, the last match of regular season. Meat Market versus Smiley. I am joined by Looster on production and Console in the commentary booth. Console, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. I've been looking forward to casting this season, and I'm glad that I've gotten to at some point before playoffs. So really looking forward to see this.
Yeah, and this does have an impact. We were going over all the scenarios before this cast started up. And well, it's actually real simple. If Smiley Face can pull off the win, any sort of win, they will actually end the season in front of Meat Market in second place. So, masters of their own destiny. Their final player, Alex.exe, stepping in. Player form who's stubbed recently for this team. Console, you want to run down this roster real quick before we get started?
Well, for Meat Market, we got
we
Patty.
are getting started.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we can maybe run down those a little bit later, but we are gonna go.
Yeah, it's all right.
Into this first minute, I'm gonna be watching Alex.exe. He's walking into choke right now about the same time as Use. Looks like they're just gonna be trading spam here. Not much going on yet. Actually, a double bomb coming out from both soldiers. Gonna go across to.
Yeah, kind of both soldiers just skirting past. Broking's going to one who commits the most. Corsa will finish him off there. 404 very weak, though. It's Cookie from the side getting the finish there. Sin finishing off Ash as well. Two players down on each side, but Meat Market still have their medic Patty up. He's pretty safely tucked away here, but Use does get gunned down. Now the scout's in trouble. Yosh dead. Patty escaping through garage. Actually, maybe escape was a little too early. Ooh, he does take that rocket, but they pop the Uber charge off. He's just going to be pretty low once this Uber fades, and just kind of a delay. And, well, actually, we'll help them get back to their own side of the map, because they were on the flip-flop side there.
Yeah, we're seeing quite the extended mid here, as we're going to see Alex.exe and Corsa trying to move coming back into choke, as 404 is back in the action. I don't think we're going to see them try and contest this. There's high ground advantage for both Broking and Sin, and the points getting capped off here. So we'll finally see this mid conclude with Meat Market coming out victorious.
Yeah, Brooking in here fast as well. So is the other soldier. Sin not quite able to get the frags, though. Sin actually surviving for a really long time there. Broking goes down as well. Four players of Meat Market are still in here. Cookie trying to back out with Patty. Patty about half health, but will be able to get that separation. 404 kind of weak, but they will be pushing forward with this Uber charge.
Yeah, they're actually going to have to make it in quick here as Patty is coming up 95%. It looks like they're going to stay in. Taking down Alex.exe is actually a really good start to this fight, as they're going to pop it off first. 4-4 hanging on and is going to have a much better Uber here. Use is going to go down. Moo traded out as well. The height is looking in favor of Smile, and so are the frags as they're two down, and looks like a little bit of fight is coming back as Sin picks up Psy Guy, and they're going to give the keep mid.
Yeah, Sin high flying there. Definitely worked out. We're going to see a big bomb in here coming across. Trying to get that pack on the other side. It is down right now, though. Corsa fighting that soldier. That is Sin once again. Broking was over there as well. Broking also trying to get out here. Pistol from Corsa. Chasing him down. Gets the frag. But, you know, Patty with a slight advantage here. They just kind of want to build a charge anyways. Looks like Smiley will try this out. Nothing going on, though. Moo. She does go down there.
Yeah, it looks like they might have been a little too quick to move, and actually Ash going down to a mere 10 HP on the flank. Gonna get bowed up by 404 there, but I think that's gonna slow them down, and Patty is actually up on his Uber, gonna come out with it fast and aggressive. Cookie taking down Alex.exe and looking for more now, taking a lot of damage on the scout, but the Uber's gonna get traded from 404. They're gonna try and chase back into choke. Cookie's gonna die for that, and they're getting deep. Of course, it's actually gonna get caught out by the combo here.
Yeah, this is kind of rough. Raymond went down behind as well. Oh, and then Broking pushing forward, gets the pick on 404. Alex.exe respawning, size super low. Ash, full health, but behind. Not the most healthful position right now.
Yeah, there are going to be a couple of spawners on the last, but EXE is actually going to get a nice pick there. But we'll see how this plays out. There's a lot of cap time right now. There's sticks on the point.
Oh, it's going to come all down to Cookie, though. Cookie's go shut down by Reimu. And yeah, that pick on Patty afterwards. Just not enough heals, not enough damage. Meat Market, or not smiling after that push.
Yep, I felt like Smile. Ooh, we're actually gonna see before I even get a chance to talk about that. Sin's actually coming really fast to pick up the pack and just trying to create a lot of space for the team here. And they're gonna get the retake second after the retake from Smile, locking them out pretty decisively here. They're gonna lose Broking and Pat. Oh no, Patty's dead.
Reimu's been going insane on a 5 streak right now. Still on top of Eustace. Well, there's a back cap going on though. Cookie back. Yeah, sorry, Yosh back there that is just barely gets saved.
Oh, look at this now. Cookie's trying to come in with a cleanup, but 404 finally back there with the heals. That was so close for Yosh to get that back cap. Both soldiers were so low, but at the last second, Scout goes down, Medic comes back, heals him up, and now we're just going to see an Uber out of 404. They're going to try and get forward, and they're going to try and catch Patty out here alone.
Wow, Ash had to clean up another back cap attempt by Sin. But you're right, they do get Patty in the cave, are able to clean things up here. Use on the midpoint, not going to be able to do anything about that second point capture. Alex.exe saying he hates everything in chat. But, you know, I think they have some things to smile about right now.
Yep,
ooh, Psy Guy skipping off the pagoda right in the face of UC. Actually gets killed on Cookie. Still plenty of health there. He must have taken an arrow.
Yeah, fantastic pick there. Something I'm noticing here is that we're going to see Broking hiding in these forwards, maybe perhaps going for a cheeky back spawn play.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I like that. And he's going to come out with pretty good timing here. Oh, 404 just gets sniped down anyways. Well, it's just mean Broking can focus on Alex.exe. Broking barely surviving. No, it does get piped down. Lock and load from Alex.exe. Psy Guy also going down, so Smiley have 2 players behind right now, Corson and Ash. Kind of an interesting scenario, but yeah, oh, they get a rocket on Patty. He has gone down. Corson is still fighting here. Will get taken out before he can grab that health back. 404, the only person up first. Smiley, well, actually, as I say, that 2 more spawning. And with Patty being down, they have some heals here, which is not the best scenario.
Yeah, it looks like with these heals, they're actually going to try and recontest mid. They have Scout and Soldier here, and it looks like it's going to go pretty uncontested. The Scout's going to cap it, and then immediately fall back.
Yeah, it was a good rocket on to get the kill on Yosh. Actually able to pick up Cookie as well. But correct, smart play from Smiley Face. They're going to be able to get control of mid in this game. Still 0-0, 7 minutes in. Very back and forth, though.
Yeah, we're going to see them going to be trying to utilize this Uber advantage to just get really aggressive here. Deep bomb in from Psy to push them out from bats and push them back to second. And we're actually seeing Uber's only 10-15% advantage. So I don't know if 404 is going to want to walk off of this. Actually, he is. It's lower. Patty's going to come up on this at just 10%. We're going to see how it works out. As double bomb comes in on the heavy. Demo is in the air. Oh, there's so much cap time. Psy's going to go down. Uber is actually exchanged for Meat Market as well. And it looks like the picks are actually going in their favor. Moot and Psy both going down.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that Uber Charge not quite working out. Did get good cap time. Not able to follow up. Corsa going down as well. Ash still hiding here on the side. We'll be able to get the kill on Yo. She's going to try to fly towards point. Well, actually was thinking about it. There are players back that way, so Ash will fight on second. Doing the wraparound on Use, but misses the rocket. Use getting soaked up on the heels. Kind of low, but it's A-okay.
Yeah, I think once again we're going to see Uber's just about even out here. And it's actually interesting that we're going to see Smile trying to aggress here because they are 2 down, but they do have those forward spawns to help them out a lot. As we're going to actually just see Meat Market totally fall back.
Yeah, I think Patty ate an arrow there. That put him in a very dangerous range, about 50 health. And Patty had to use the Uber Charge as well.
Yeah, it looks like
much better for 404.
Yeah, it looks like they wrapped through under there to try and get something out of that force, and they do end up getting a 404 to pop. but they're going to be losing a lot of players here. They're all kind of crushed towards the spawn. Patty, Bro King both going down, but there's only 3 left for Blue to try and take this point. Smile, only Alex and Psyop, and both low health at that. That's a fat pipe, though, taking out Sin with the fadeaway.
Yeah, beautiful. We just got the end of that, I think, on camera. And it does look like Meat Market are going to be able to hold here. Get the recapture on second. Uber charges, yeah, once again, even. As they have been throughout a lot of this match.
Yep, I think this might be the first opportunity Meat Market really has to establish a significant hold on second. A lot of these times, they've either had Uber disad or player disad, or the forwards have just been coming out for Smile, and they've been able to really easily pressure Patty and the gang out of second into last. So it'll be interesting to see how this stalemate works out.
Yeah, and also to see if Smiley Face comes up with anything creative to try to break it. And now they have all 6 players up, so they don't need to do anything crazy. Certainly have the time, though, that they can send in a bomber and then maybe come up off glass. I'm not really sure how well the sniper options are on this map, though. It does seem pretty wide open, but the angles are pretty tightened up. Defensively, off Yosh, a little bit better, though.
Yeah, not typically seen is the off-classer or the aggression from the team holding second. Typically you see the team is on mid being the ones who are in the driver's seat, but it looks like Meat Market are trying to make this sniper utilization and try and make an opening.
Yeah, Broking Psy are going to trade on the side. Cookie also getting into a little bit of a shooting match with Ash before backing up. Ash now going for the bomb as other players in cave. And Patty going to hold as Ash gets destroyed there.
Yeah, Ash going for a cheeky bomb onto Patty, but missing rockets and getting taken down by Ash.
Yeah, and as Yost pushes in here, okay, no, now he's kind of getting shoved out. I was going to say he could end up cutting off the combo in cave, but he kind of has to back up here and Meat Market pretty cautious. This game still tied up 0-0.
Moo is actually lurking on the flank, trying to see where to get in, and is going to get enough damage onto Patty to get that Uber charge out. And it looks like the meat is going to be here from 404. Actually, Alex is going to jump in and try and lock out the combo. He's doing such a good job, so much damage. Medic is going to get out, and players are falling left and right for Meat Market now. That's just Patty and Yosh alive.
Yeah, nice rocket by Saiga on a cookie there. And they still have to push in, capture second here. Patty, though, is going to go down to Saiga. Saiga just taunting. He doesn't care. He feels like enough is enough. Yu's having a hold here. A couple stickies on the ground. Doesn't get the opening damage on Corsa, but a big fat shot from Cookie. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like that push out was a little unwise from Smile. Once the soldier went down and it was just the scout and the medic, they knew that they were gonna have respawns up, and even though they did have Hyo advantage, they were just out DM'd so easily, especially with the zoning from use.
Yeah, for sure. And some playful banter on the teams, but yeah, scoreline still 0-0. We do have a sentry gun going up. Let's tuck back away.
Yeah,
give some protection.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how. I actually haven't seen too much of propaganda last holds and these kind of stalemate scenarios, so it'd be interesting to see how the sentry is dealt with. I'm not too familiar with the common sentry spots, but
yeah, I've been playing a bit of propaganda this last week. I like it right by that wall. Has been my favorite. This right setup though looks really strong as well, although it's not covering the point directly. You know, that choke is the most important kind of push point, so that's worth quite a lot.
Yeah, it seems right now as if there's going to be some slow peeking and prodding from Smile, trying to find the best way to find their way into some sort of pick or sack play. And it seems right now that avenue is through right. And actually, Ash is hiding in the lobby. Scout completely passes by him. And he's going to make it out with 14. Oh no, he's not. Cookie's going to come to the side.
And right now, yeah, Broking very far forward. The other soldier, Sin, as well. Both of them taken out, though. Very long respawn timers, 15 seconds. 404 and company are going to switch over to their left side, pushing with this Uber charge right in the face of the sentry gun. They are going to be able to take that down. Do get the Uber charge popped up by Patty. Saya is going to go down here. Broking and Sin respawning shortly. The push has failed. Alex.exe fighting in choke. Won't be able to get any damage out.
Yeah, unfortunate they weren't able to capitalize off of those picks, but Sai's bomb there was really, really important, because if he doesn't get that force out, then this is very much potential for Meat to get this second. But successfully gets the force. Patty has no Uber, and we're back to square one.
Yep, just building on both sides. Charges will be equal again. Yosh building up a gun, tucked a little bit further back than last time even.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we're going to see a similar strategy out of Smile, where they're going to try and peek out of right side lobby and try and get a sack in, or if maybe we see a scout go in, go for some off-class shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, they could send a full sack in. You know, one or two players. Two players does seem to be kind of a common approach these days. Teams willing to risk that kind of flip-flop that happens afterwards. But Ash kind of getting shut down and away from the heals. And yeah, there goes Raymus. It's actually 2 down for nothing. That really was, you couldn't even call it a sack because they're so far back that look how quickly Meat Market out here. They're going to use the Uber charge. Guy does go down. 404 still holding on to it, but he's 3 players down. Person and Alex.exe are going to try to throw in here. Corsa throwing sky high. But because of that architecture, it's not like you can go into the last point with that. And they get shoved away, but you know, they also still hold on a second here and have players respawning, so they're all right with it.
Yeah, I thought that was a really... Ooh, actually, we're going to see Corsa go down and choke there. But I thought that was actually a really creative approach by Meat Market. They decided to get aggressive in the left lane, which is not something you typically see on last. And I think the unexpected aggression is something that kind of Meat Market plays off a lot. And so we're going to see actually Sin bomb in, get 404, and a bomb in from Broking as well to make space for his team on second. Going to go down for it, though. Seems like they're going to kind of play tentatively on bats and finally walk in here. The soldier and scout and lower are going to actually try and just fall back here. Seems like without the heals, they're not feeling it.
Yeah, they knew Ash was lurking around. Course is still kind of unspotted. Lurking behind the soldier does actually just put a ton of damage on Sin real quick there. And this is actually kind of spicy. Cookie wants to finish this capture. Ubercharge is going to come out here so they can get the frags. Actually, this should work out pretty well. 404 running away, 30%. Should be able to get back to mid safely, though. Capture coming out here for Red. Sin will be respawning. Ash and Cave looking to bomb out here. Coming around. Patty's aware of it, though. Use, ooh, getting floated and destroyed by Corsa. Cookie is down as well. Patty will skirt out of there. But only a few players up to help in this defensive last. Second getting captured. Level 2 sentry gun not going to be able to fire a shot based off it being upgraded as the push came in. Of course, they're trying to get this time. Meat Market trying to hold.
Oh no, Patty going down is not going to help those holding efforts at all. That's going to be the first round going to Smile.
Yeah, it took almost 20 minutes. 17 minutes for that first round. And Smile Guy, as he stated in the beginning of this cast, feels like so long ago. Beginning of this cast, if they win this match, no matter what the fashion, they will pull ahead and be able to be the second seed in the playoffs.
Yep, well, they've definitely pulled ahead so far this half with their lead. As we go into the next mid, we're actually going to see a lot of aggression left here from Sai and Ash on Smile. A counterbomb coming in from Sin just to try and get some damage onto those soldiers. And actually, 404 is going to take a lot of damage. The entire team is just cooped up into Cave here, and it seems like they're going to fall back after losing Moo and Alex.
Yeah, Yus got credit for 2 of those kills, but it was a lot of work from the soldiers in there. Right now, they are continuing this aggression. Ash is on Cave's side. He's kind of going to be late to the party, though. Yeah, just like, yeah, he's going to go all the way into garage. So they might not see him, but at the same time, he's not even going to help defend second here. 404 pushing forward here with his Uber charge. Ash still waiting from behind here.
Yeah.
And, yeah, the red team's already in. Course is back there as well. Gets the kill on Sin, but there we go. Tie game, 1-1.
Yeah, it seemed like a really awkward exchange there. It looks like they tried to get a force out there and then tried to fall back. And then by the time they made any really decisive decision, Meat Market were already pushing that right lane and just into last on the cap.
Yeah, so that was like a minute and a half round, following up a 17-minute round. So I don't know if this will be an 8.5-minute round. We'll have to see. Right now it's a double bomb from the Smiley guys. You're gonna get on top of Broking here, but I think you got arrowed there. You're gonna be able to trade out Ash. And right now Meat Market look like they're holding the high ground. Cookie up on top of the pagoda. Yosh bouncing around as well. Meat Market actually gonna back out after this. Both soldiers down. The scout capturing for Smiles.
Oh,
They're trying to push forward here, but yeah, that jump was kind of odd from Sai.
This play is actually fantastic. So they've fallen back into Cafe actually looks like it. Oh no, this play worked out miserably.
Yeah.
So the play that Meat Market wanted to go for there is they were feigning as if they were falling back from cave, and then everybody from Smile was pushing to choke, so they wrapped back in and were trying to kill the cappers, but unfortunately just kind of got mulched there, and losing Patty that late is going to be really bad.
Yeah, they're getting some spawners here, but Yosh is just going to be barely putting down a sentry gun. This is that other spot that I was mentioning that I really like, as this gun is just tucked away, but really only the level 1 gun, so probably just going to switch back to Scout here shortly. And gun gets some shots off, though, survives for a little bit. Ubercharge doesn't have a whole lot left, and they haven't really touched the point much. Of course, they're getting it on now, but it stopped. Soldier trying to bomb in here. That is Ash up top. He's getting chewed up, though. And the 4 players retreating.
Yeah, there's actually going to be player ad and health ad for Meat Market, so deciding to chase into choke here and get as much spam as they can out, going pretty low, and everybody healing up on Meat Market right now. Ubers are looking at like an advantage for Patty right now, so looks like if they really want to, they can build this off and try and walk off of it if they're aware.
Yeah, we'll see what they want to do with this. Certainly right now, just kind of getting the heal list distributed. Broking might poke around. Looks like they're going to send some players through cave. Psy Guy will be the first one to maybe see some eyes on it. Course is actually there early. Uber pop has the bomb coming over the top. Sin goes down though. So does Yosh. So very aggressive Uber charge here, but they're going to be in trouble. Use kind of body blocked as he tries to jump out there. Psy fighting with Broking, trying to pick up even another kill. Ash also very far forward. And looked like Meat Market is out through hedge. 404 a little bit banged up. Neither team with the Uber, but pretty good numbers here for Smiley Guy. Good positioning to get aggressive here.
Yeah, it looks like they're already in here through choke and just trying to find as much space as they can. That level 1 in the same spot on the right again, getting spammed out instantly from Sai and Ash. And they're going to find some cap time as well. Bomb in onto the combo is going to hold them back as the scouts are walking onto point with the heals. There's so much cap time. There's only 2 left, Yosh and Brokang, trying to defend against the world. Oh no, it's not going to be looking too good for them, as Smile will take this second round.
Yeah, Smiley Guy's fired up. And it looks like we might actually have a chance of not making it to the halftime, which, you know, you would have asked me that 6 minutes ago, let's say, and I would have been like, you know. But things are getting pretty spicy here. Yusto did hit a big pillar. Still ends up to be coming to mid about the same time as Alex.exe. We'll see how this goes. Ooh, Sai. Yeah, Sai, big bomb over the top here. He gets taken care of. Patty dodging into the shed. 3 players down for Sai Guys. Meat Market making a meal out of this one.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of the mids, Sai and Ash, are bombing in the same place. I mean, I think actually last mid we saw them almost do like a synced bomb, like they were kind of inside of each other, and I feel like that can be good, but I think it's becoming a little bit too predictable, and they're just getting focused down really easily early on in these mids.
Well, these other 2 players really far forward. I think they're just going for the double sack here. Seems to be the intention, but now they're sending other players in, so the call must have been, okay, well, let's support that. Yosh getting on the point. Oh, good amount of time. The Ubercharge does come out here. Well, honestly, almost... Oh! I was just going to say it almost seemed like a quad sack, but Broking comes in to get the capture there.
Yeah, Broking being very sneaky, coming in from just below the point, and nobody spotting him with all that time. Too focused on the players in choke. And that's going to tie this game back up 2-2 as we go into the next mid.
Yeah, extremely fast series of mids here, or rounds, excuse me, and wouldn't be surprised if we get another one before this 6 minutes is up. These teams all of a sudden picking up the tempo. 404 hasn't really been able to get off the stairs so far. Alex.exe is out there a little bit. Picks up that health pack. Side guy looking to jump from garage. Can't quite see anything real tasty. Does look like Smiley Face gonna back out without really too much of a fight.
Yeah, this is one of those rare mids where you don't see anybody actually going down. It seems that Smile just couldn't get the positioning they wanted and decided to just concede it. Corso's going to go down after Sin and Broking and Bombing and try and buy some space for their team. Ash as well, which is going to mean, oh no, this is not looking good as more and more players falling from Smile. Yosh getting those flanks in. The space making from Meat Market is fantastic.
Yeah, it's gotten real rough for Smiley guys in just a short amount of time. As Yosh putting a ton of time on the point, is going to just take the frag there. Broking wants to do it again. This time, though, going to be spotted out. Maybe should have just gone for 404 there and get the pop, but wanted that moment of glory one more time.
Yeah, Smile saying, fool me once to Broking as they deny him trying to go for that cap, and now they're trying to get this capture on second as all of Meat are basically locked into this right side corner. The Uber is going to get forced out, and they're going to be trying to fight on point. A much better Uber for 404 and Corsa here as they're going to be trying to find a lot of damage. Moo and Corsa are going to be finding Use and Sin. More and more players are going down as it's just Broking, and we're going to see a Spee here.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, but I think they're aware of it. They're spamming stickies backwards, and that's where you just want to consider kill-binding a spy. It's going to be back there the whole time that they're just pushing forward. Broking also so far back, so it's like, when do you actually get in here? Okay, Broking does, oh no, gets the trade with Psy Guy.
Yeah. Looks like we're actually going to see an attempt to contest second here, which will be very short-lived as Patty goes down. Well, actually, no, it's just 404 left. I say that, wow, could not have been more wrong. I thought Patty going down would have been the catalyst for that push going pretty poorly, but it turns out that the rest of the team just kind of got mulched.
Yeah, they went down there. Didn't turn out so good for them. Unable to get the frags there. 404 going down. Yosh still up on this spy. I think he might stay it. See what he can get here. He's at least getting some good intel. Sees the two players in cave. Pick up the ammo pack and decloak. I don't think they've seen him yet. But yeah, if they were paying attention, they knew that he was still around. He's going to get cleaned up and choked.
Yep, this is ample opportunity to get some positioning in here onto mid. One player down and not having that scout for quite a while as the soldiers are trying to come in here. Ash actually going down pretty low, going to get bowed up by 404. And actually just from the pick alone, they're able to take mid.
Yeah, that's a pretty good exchange for them. They're happy about that with the supercharge as well. They kind of have just been bullying down choke. Seems to be pretty straightforward. Ash going through cave, starting to get out here. Side guy takes the roof here, shoving Meat Market backwards. Sin kind of an exploratory jump around. Moo and Ash coming through cave though. Big damage. 3 players down there. Moo's still fighting as the supercharge popped off. Raymond doing a good job of dodging damage. Yeah, Patty going down.
Alex having a fantastic bomb in there, taking down one of the gamers. Meat Market completely wiped. It's looking like we're finally going to see the end of the half. Alex getting those fat spawn camps, and yep, I think that is going to be the end of the first half.
And yeah, Smiley guys was looking shaky for a second there after Broking got that kind of sneaky capture. But they are able to get it back together. And, you know, 3-2 does seem right for the overall course of play. Meat Market had some very strong moments. They just kind of won out over deathmatch. I mean, it seemed like Smiley Face were certainly the winning team overall.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen the recurring theme that is very staple meat market, which is them giving a lot of unexpected aggression, especially when they're on the
Mhm.
back foot, which has given them some really good opportunities to get in and given them some rounds. But overall, I think that Smile's coordination, especially some of the rap plays we've seen, and just overall the strength of their players has turned the tide for them in this very close matchup so far.
Let's take a peek at these first half logs. Players did just re-exec the config. We'll see if we get rolling real fast here. I don't know. 1 second. I don't know why that worked for me. Oh, here we go. I have it up. Corsa with the fat 31 frags. Definitely was feeling his action. Remo, she's coming in as well with 20 frags. So certainly good work out of that combo. Sai, 20 frags, 15 deaths. Very productive. Alex.exe, actually both demos, not really getting that much damage, which is sort of surprising.
Yeah, taking a look at these heals, I don't think there's anything super notable. I mean, heals are about even. 404's had 2 more Uber charges, but he has also died 4 less times, so I think that accounts for it a little bit. Patty going down just a few too many times has cost them a few Uber charges and some disadvantages.
Yeah, the amount of heals is also fairly nuts as well. 4K difference. Not something you usually see that significantly, I'd say.
Yeah. Over the course of a 30, this was 27-minute half. It did go to score, but very closely. I think that does even out a little bit, especially if you look at the heals per minute. It does differ by 100, so I think that is something to maybe point out. But
That is a 10% difference.
yeah, actually, that is kind of significant. I'm bad at math.
I mean, it's fun in the stat game, you know. I mean, these things, and certainly, I mean, math, different ways to look at numbers, statistics as well. And sometimes they tell a story. I think 10% heal difference is pretty significant, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's arrows or just staying alive, I mean, the match was pretty close, you know.
Yeah. Going into the second half, I'm kind of looking for Meat Market to continue these microaggression kind of like the unexpected back foot, why are they pushing into us kind of aggression plays that they've been making, because they've been really successful when they've gone for them, but when they've kind of just been doing the status quo holding and pushing I feel like they've kind of, when they try and play Smile's game against Smile, then they're gonna lose. But if they keep on playing their own game and keep on playing like the really aggressive strategy that always is a staple of meat markets like rosters, I think that they definitely have a chance of getting back into this game. Not to say that they're definitely out for the count. 2 to 3 is very respectable.
Yeah, and just especially how back and forth this game in particular has been. You know, they could easily get around, you know, to start the half, and we'll be all tied up again. I think that locking down Ash and Reimu is going to be really important. Both of them have seemed to be able to get into the second point through the cave just a little bit too easily. It's like they start the fight and then they sort of forget about cave, and Ash and Reimu just move through and get really good work done.
Yeah. Overall, just touching on Reimu, I honestly, I've seen I know that Reimu, who's definitely played on many an invite team in the past, but this is, I believe, season 31 of ESEA, and then this season, the first couple of seasons, we've really seen Reimu break out on like a higher like playoff level invite team, and I'm really happy to see that, because in the past, like I honestly think that Reimu is one of the best scouts in invite right now, and seeing her play in those other teams has not been doing her justice. But she's my player to watch going into this next half.
Yeah, I was going to agree with that as well. She's been just doing fantastic. as a scout in the invite level, and really kind of seeing the improvement over the years with her play. And both demos pretty quick to mid. Alex EXE trying to save that health pack. He gets knocked down. Is going to have to grab it though. Big jump in from Sai, excuse me. Gonna ring the bells. Patty in some trouble. Oh no, does survive for now. Corsa chasing in here. Patty still in, relying on that regen. But it's just Sin and Cookie. Patty still wants to fight this though. They actually have gotten some frags here. Sin doing some work on top of 404. 404 juggled and destroyed.
It's the 1v1.
Oh.
Actually, Patty has decided to pull back. I don't know if Patty knows how low the soldier was. The soldier grabbed the health pack, so now Sai is... Oh no, Sai's only HP!
Well, Alex.exe in Sin getting into the melee show-off. Alex.exe whips out the bottle and it's like, are we going to do this? Are we going to do this? Sin says, you know what? I have no morals. I'm going to go for the rocket. And I am in Sin's boat. I will defend that behavior. You got to play to win. Got to play to win. This is no time for a melee duel.
Yeah, I will definitely give you that. As much as I'm definitely one to encourage the gentleman's agreement of a melee duel and invite you are playing to win. And play to win they are, as Meat Market are coming in with this fat Uber advantage, trying to get a lot of ground. But Sin's actually going to go down from Moo's superior sniper skills, playing on these battlements and blocking them out of this area right here. They're actually going to back up back to mid.
Yeah, and Reimu on this defensive sniper. We saw this out of Meat Market. Broken going for the bomb in. Good skip jumps over. Really kind of misses the rocket, so unfortunately.
Yeah, Sin actually still on the rollout, so finally here, but will lead the one player advantage plus him kind of being out of position will lead Smile to try and go for something here. We'll lose Moo in the process, and possibly Ash and Choke actually will go down. So 2 picks for Meat Market. Time to push as they're going to try and come through Choke, but actually, oh no, Patty gets juggled and alone in Choke. Uber gets forced out. Counter Uber will come out from 404 actually, and we're going to see a pump from Sin to take out Alex in the back line, but for the most part, Smile have the players, but
it's interesting. Saiga is actually drawing this entire team back. Gets the kill on Broking, which I sort of feel, just looking backwards, that he should not have gotten that kill. Didn't really see it, and Saiga actually does, kind of chime in on that note. Work on your DM ... Well, the fight continuing though on mid. Corsa taking the high ground here. You also have Moo in here on the shed bouncing around. We'll get cleaned up by Yosh though. And Meat Market might be stabilizing.
Yep, Corsa gonna take down Use here. Alex also, yeah. Looks like things are gonna even out. As I say that though, we're gonna see the scout of Yash pushing in with the rest of his team following close behind as they're gonna be trying to retake the second point here. Uber up for 404 and Patty, so I expect we might see an exchange here, but it's actually just the scout, so it might not be the wisest decision. Actually, no, the rest of the team is here, and Cookie's down, so...
Yeah, really smart. Yeah, really smart positioning by these teams. Both teams very hesitant to engage. Meat Market doesn't quite want to pot there. 404 doing a fantastic job of poking with Corsa, but Moo is also on the flank of that, so they were just like, oh, we could Uber. And Meat Market kind of faked out. Once Cookie goes down, they have to back up here. They do get a pick on Ash on the side, and Broking off mine, flanking from Choke. Gets the pop out, and a ton of damage on these players. 404 has to switch around so much.
Broking wins. Broking forced that Uber and got everybody to below 100 HP. That is like the god dream for any soldier play with a flank. And that's going to do them so well here as they're going to take second and looking to take last here. Just Ash up. Some spawners here, but not in time. Will be another round for Meat Market, and that's going to tie it up.
Wow, this is turning into a fantastic match here, Console. And tie it up 3-3 as you mentioned. And once again, have to say that Smiley guys need this win to come in second place. Meat Market trying to hold on to this spot in the league.
Yeah, those rankings definitely do matter, especially since we're going into playoff, deciding who you're going to play in that first round. But going into this next mid, though, we're actually going to see Use go down pretty early, and a deep bomb from Ash onto the bats. And chase after chase, as we're going to see Alex get really deep into choke. Goes down to 60, actually, but will survive. And we're just going to see... I love the stacked aggression here.
Although the double bomb coming through, they've gotten 3 so far. Oh, and 404 has to finish the capture on mid. He doesn't have it yet, 99%.
Size behind though. On the medic. He's trying for it.
Oh, and on Broking, he doesn't quite hit the rocket though. Oh no, and he can't quite get it.
Yeah. You always are a little frustrated when you go for those plays where everybody's just barely healthy enough, and you do like 100 damage to everybody, but it's not enough to get a kill and turn the tides in your team's favor, especially when you have nobody to clean up. And that was the case there. So that will be a Meat Market taking a second off of that those picks, and it will not be even Ubers. So
yeah. Sin pushing in here hard, trying to get an Uber charge pop out of 404. We'll find him on the side. It has been used. Ash does go down. Sin on the point. Oh, so much time though. They're not just going to Uber in right away. Well, actually, they just about are. Broking coming in from the side here, pushing by the tank. Just a flash of Uber charge as he bombs in, then taking off to get even more time on it. Trying to get the frags here. Course is down. 404 down. Alex.exe down. And Ash is down. So there you go, 2 in a row for Meat Market, 4-3 the score. Yeah,
I really liked what Meat Market did there. I mean, with their player advantage already, they were going in pretty solid. But they took their Uber immediately to point, baited everybody there, fell back, and then collapsed from the high ground. Really interesting to see.
Yeah, certainly the Sin bomb beforehand to get the pop did a lot of work there. Right now, this mid-fight a little bit slow out of the gate side. Taking the gazebo. Big bomb over the top here from Sin. Still alive, still bombing around. Broking trying to support as well. Did get a nice rock there on Raymu. Finished off the kill by Cookie. Also picked off Ash. Use getting a kill on Alex.exe. So Smiley Guy in retreat here.
Yeah, Sin did his best airplane impression at mid, and it really worked wonders for Meat Market. Just, distracting the entire team and bringing a lot of damage into choke as well. We will see Yosh go down, but I don't think that'll be too impactful for... Actually, maybe it will.
Yeah, Side Guy behind here.
We're going to see the Ubers come out from both teams here. And yeah, Sai is back behind here. Gonna come in right now just after the Ubers exchange. It's looking really messy right now. There's players all over the place. Sai is on the medic, but is not actually going to try... He's actually just going to try and pull out here. Sin and Bro King down, so it looks like... Smile might have something to push off of, though they are down 404, so it looks like they're going to be targeting down any player they can and maybe trying to get Patty in that choke. Patty's playing too far back to be caught out.
They get used, though, and Sai hiding down here just on the other side of the point. I think Smiley Guy, for the most part, might just push forward, but yeah, Yosh, I think, does see Sai there, so he's just going to get out of there, skedaddle. They're still kind of in some trouble here, though. Patty with the overcharge advantage, small numbers advantage as well for Meat Market. And Smiley, if they lose this round, will have lost this map 5-3 after winning the first half 3-2.
Yeah, it will be a little unfortunate to see, seeing as they are the team with all the pressure against them. They need this to secure that second place spot. Otherwise, Meat Market will take it going into playoffs. So they will, I believe, not have to play against Froyo if seeding works as expected. Uber is going to come out here from Patty actually really, really early, and they're not going to spot the sentry out, so it's not going to be dealt with, but the Uber is actually going to send Sin flying into the sky. Cookie and Patty going down. Sin stuck behind. And actually, Scout trying to go to the point. Actually, I don't think they know that Sin's at spawn. If they don't check this. Oh, the Scouts. Oh, that is so unlucky.
Yeah, definitely. Sin will trade there with Corsa. Unlucky, though, as Corsa switched off the engineer. Naturally, as it kind of just works out, he ran out that right-hand side. Spotted him from behind. Meat Market, though, still feeling all right about this. Broking, big skip jump to come in here. 70 health. He'll be able to get that health back down low, though. And Smiley Guy has backed up. Not going to be able to push out this time around.
Yeah, you says I'm locked out of choke with these stickies, and any real opportunity they had, all of their players were near choke, so that was the only chance they had to get in and try and capitalize, which they didn't. So actually, something I'm noticing, we're seeing an Ashe behind right now. Ashe is really deep behind, and they don't notice. Yosha's going to go down. Oh, they're still not looking. And we're going to see the distract. The force is going to come out actually from the scout. And they're going to try and back out. 404 is going to die. Sai is actually finally going to come in. And with the scout partner, Corsa here, they're going to be trying taking on all of Meat Market from lower. Sai's going to try and get out Choke. But I think he's going to get pinched out by the scouts. 3 down for Smile. Not looking too promising, eXtine.
No, they have the level 2 sentry gun here, which is going to help. Broking not able to get the kill on Sai. Sai respawn toggling. 404 is back up with them. Reimu has lost the gun. Staying on the engineer, though. No other gun up. Reimu goes down. Corsa pushing forward here. Trying to fight Yosha on the side here. Will get the frag, but we do have a soldier on the point here. Yu's trying to fight in here as well. Broking and Yus should be able to get it done, and they do. 3-0 in the second half. What a turnaround. Smiley faces turned upside down into frowny faces. Sad faces. Wah, wah.
Sad reacts in the chat, please.
Yeah, please, sad face. Sad face.
But yeah, Meat Market played really, really solidly that second half. Like, their mids were very, very solid, especially their soldier play. Like, I can't begin to just, like, start on fanboying over how Sin played those last few mids. I think that was so impactful for how they were able to take it.
Yeah, Sin was definitely crushing on that last mid-fight, or just mid-fights overall. High flying, and man, one of those scouts as well. I think that is Corsa, right? Or sorry, no, that was, sorry, not Yosh. Who was the other scout with them? Cookie, who was fragging hard. Sorry, yes. The aliases in the logs throwing me off. Cookie 19-5 in that second half. That was absolutely nutty. 400 damage per minute from the scout.
Yeah, geez. Actually, looking at that, that is super, super impressive coming out from Cookie. Definitely has a little bit to do with that role.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and doing that against Corsa, you know, and Reimu, who we were hyping up, is just like no slouch. You know, it's very impressive. I mean, Reimu did spend, 2 minutes of that 11-minute half on some off classes, but she definitely wasn't as active on Scout there. But yeah, Cookie just completely shining there.
Yeah, definitely making pretty good use of the heals given to him, taking that 23% on that pocket scout roll. Shoutouts to these great log names.
Yeah.
But looking into these logs for the second half, that definitely stands out a ton. Once again, the deaths actually for the medics looking like it kind of told a really big story too. This time we kind of see the reverse happen, where 404 is dying 6 times, and we're only seeing Patty die twice in this half. So definitely a big improvement from him, seeing as he came out on the negative deficit earlier against 404.
Yeah, so good turnaround there. And so as we mentioned, this does settle up the 2nd and 3rd place. Meat Market will be taking that for the regular season of this invite division. Takes us into playoffs. We didn't get a chance to fully discuss it. My understanding is that we're going to have 4 teams, so that these teams actually, in terms of seeding, this is sort of like a preview, and actually more has probably an impact on like map bans and that sort of stuff, because I imagine that higher seed might have the priority when we actually get to map bans in a BO3.
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not too familiar with the rule set for RGL playoffs, myself not being too particularly involved. But
yeah, first time through it as well, so for all of us. I mean, they've done it through Prolander and Highlander, of course, but first invite traditional 6s season over at RGL. So yeah, that's still trying to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, that will lock out playoffs though. So it should be Froyotech in the first seed, Meat Market coming in number 2, Smile 3, and Glove World rounding out who you are going to be seeing coming up in these RGL Season 1 sixes finals.
And I was just going to pull up the relevant rule real quick. Looks like there will be BO3 bans. And I imagine how it would do is probably that you have the home team have the advantage. I mean, they can either choose what they want, but if they were the home team, they would be picking 2 maps out of the 3, while the away team would ban 3 maps. So
Yeah. That being said, thinking about this as more of a playoffs preview, I can see either team letting propaganda slide as a decider. Especially seeing how close this was and seeing how close they've been in the season.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely, I mean, that's a good point as well, that this map is sort of an oddity, newer map into the rotation, just newer for everybody. So one of those things that, yeah, once we get into playoffs, the implications of the results here against these teams, kind of hard to precisely nail down. But certainly it was exciting here. Meat Market with the strong turnaround in that second half. I would love to see these teams play on some more maps, and seems like we're going to get our opportunity to do so once RGL gets into playoffs.
Yep, definitely excited to see that.
Any final words, friend?
Shout outs to the Beyond the Summit and the qualifier that's coming up this weekend.
Hell yeah, that's a good one. Actually, we should have shouted that out earlier in the cast. But super important. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a weekend chock full of TF2, European, NA qualifiers. I'm sure like some of the earlier rounds, there's just so much coverage going on. It cannot be contained by just teamfortress.tv. So just, as always, tune into some Team Fortress, whether it's us or anybody else. Just keep watching those streams. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. Also, quick shout out to our producer, Looster200. And woo, Looster. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, give us a follow on Twitter, Twitch, all those things. We'll be back with some more TF2 shortly. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I am eXtine, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.